We're going to make some hash browns and onions to go right alongside with that. About 2 potatoes per person is how my family ratios how many potatoes to cut up for hash browns. And I just put them into some cold water here off to the side to help rinse off that starch right before we start cooking them. And then we're going to chop up an onion to put in there with these, but we're not going to put the onion in until they're almost done. Otherwise, the onion will get burnt. After you get all these potatoes in there, you just give it a quick stir, get all that excess starch off. Yeah. Drain all of this water out except for about 2 tablespoons of water. You want to start cooking?
Sure.
All right. Yep. Right here. You're going to turn on your flame on high right here. Chole's going to be helping me with the hash browns today. Yeah. All right. We're going to need 1/2 of a stick of butter in here.
What's the 1/2 of the sink?
Right over by the sink. And I'm going to get this onion chopped up so we can get rid of the knife. We're just going to dice this onion, get it, put it aside right here for when we're ready for it. You can put in a bell pepper in these if you'd like to have a bell pepper in them. Then you could call them hash brown O'Brien's.
Go back to the add some pepper?
No, I don't want to add bell pepper today. Or do we? I do have I do have a green bell pepper in there. That would be good. Let's do a bell pepper. You're right. I'm going to cut the bottom of it off. And take that sticker off of there, huh?
Yeah, we do need it off. Let's step by step. So if you
just the top like that.
Take it off.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Give these a little stir after a few minutes, and we're going to get that butter down to the bottom so it can start melting. And we're going to salt and pepper these really heavily.
Only want to stop.
Keep going, keep going. Lift it up a little bit. You don't want the steam to get on the bottom or clog up your shaker. Okay, that's probably enough. You got that one potato salted really, really good.
How much?
A lot. A lot of pepper. Cut your English muffins in half. Very slowly saw it down. And you might want to do this onto a cutting board, but instead of into your hand. But I just go really, really slow so that when it starts to touch my hand, it just goes right through like that. Okay, let's give these a little stir. See how they're looking. Ooh, we're starting to get some crispy brown edges there. Okay, let's get the butter on our English muffins. Baste these muffins with that 1 stick of melted butter. You could do it less butter if you like less butter. I definitely don't want less butter. Y'all are crazy. These are starting to get a little bit soft, so let's go ahead and add, very carefully, let's go ahead and add our onion and our bell pepper. Alright, this is plenty good hot. We're just going to do 2 at a time. Pull your edges in, all those thin edges, pull them all in so they look a little bit like a English muffin shape. Just like that. And then after we get that shape going really well, give it a little pop. Just like that. Pop, pop. Put these in the oven for about 5 minutes. Turn the broil on high. Broil high. Make sure you set that timer because this part happens quick. All right, let's babysit these eggs a little bit. Want these not cooked all the way through because they're going to finish cooking after you pull them off the pan here. So you want them to cook just a little bit less, which is about 1 minute on that second side. Actually, those are done. Let me get a plate for that first one. So 1 minute, and let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of heat coming out of the back of my oven, so I'm going to put that right over here just to stay slightly warm while we get the rest of these eggs done. That timer's just about to go off to check those English muffins. And you see me bouncing the top of it like that. You could tell which part of the egg is already cooked and which part is still runny just by bouncing the top. You'll feel the inside still a little runny and the outside is all the way done. Alright, let's take a look at those English muffins. Let me see your spatula, girl. Let me see. See how soft these are. Ooh, that's perfect. Alright, let's turn this off and put the lid on. Do you know where the lid is, baby? Just in time for those English muffins to start dinging at us.
Yes.
Perfect. Good job, sweetheart. That's a big, heavy lid. You're starting to get some muscles.
Yeah.
All right, let's check these.
That's so yummy. I want
Stand back while we check it out. Oh, they're so perfect. Okay, so you're just gonna want to pull those out of the oven after they were in for 5 minutes on high. We're getting 8. That one is so thin. That barely counts. Let's set that aside. We need 8 English muffins that have a piece of bacon on there. Wait, 6, 7. And now, what you're going to want to do, and remember this sheet might still be hot, so don't touch it. You're going to put a piece of ham on 8 slices, 8 of these pieces. Is that, yep, 8. And then you're going to put the cheese in the middle, and that's so it doesn't get your English muffin all messed up with cheese. Okay, now we're just going to carefully put 1 egg on top of each one of these. You see how each one of my eggs has a square piece to it? I'm just trying to line that square up with my square piece of cheese. And now we're going to put the lid on. Just like this. Spread them apart. We're just going to put these back into the oven for about 2 minutes on high broil. So you melt that cheese and warm everything back up. Okay. Broil high. Make sure to set that timer. They'll burn quick. 2 minutes. All right, let's get some hash browns served up. Make sure that lid's not too hot. Perfect. Pretty simple. Okay, see you next time.
Bye.
You've been my star, and I'd be your sky.